The cathedral in Saltillo, built during the Spanish colonial era, stands as a testament to faith and architecture. Yet, hidden within its ancient walls is a small, unassuming room, known simply among insiders as the prayer room. This chamber, now locked and off limits, was once a place meant for quiet meditation and sacred devotion. However, archival church documents reveal that its sanctity was irrevocably broken in 1824 during a mass possession event that shook the local religious community to its core. Reports from the period speak of frantic exorcisms, cryptic whispers echoing through the nave, and parishioners falling into fits of unexplainable convulsions. The room was deemed too dangerous, its very atmosphere corrupted, prompting ecclesiastical authorities to seal it indefinitely to contain whatever darkness had taken hold. Local legend holds that the possession was not a singular event but a manifestation of a deeper curse tied to the room's origins. Some whispered that the prayer room was constructed atop an ancient pagan altar, defiling holy ground with forgotten rites. Priests who have studied the church's foundations speak of unsettling findings, fragments of obsidian artifacts, remnants of blood-red candles, and inscriptions in dead languages etched beneath the floorboards. The convergence of indigenous spirituality and imposed Catholicism may have ignited a supernatural torpor, an unspoken spiritual conflict leaving a scar buried beneath centuries of stone and silence. Eyewitness testimonies from 19th-century clergy reveal their psychological torment in the days preceding the sealing. Father José Manuel, one of the last priests to enter, described feeling an overwhelming coldness that sapped his strength, while unseen eyes seemed to pierce every corner. He recounted a moment when all candles flared simultaneously without a breeze, illuminating the room's cryptic walls. Following this disturbing episode, the decision was unanimous. The chapel doors were barred and the key hidden. Since then, church staff have avoided the room with palpable dread, resigned to the mystery and menace encased within. Despite strict warnings, curiosity has drawn brave, or reckless, souls into the prayer room's shadowed confines. Tourists and paranormal investigators sneaking in speak of an oppressive sense of being watched, as if unseen sentinels guard the sacred blight. One such visitor, a historian named Elena Morales, detailed the freezing stillness that engulfed her the moment she crossed the threshold. She recalled how ancient candles, untouched by human hands for decades, suddenly flickered and ignited, their flames dancing with unnatural vigor. "I could feel breath against my skin, though no one was near," she whispered in recounting her ordeal, her voice still trembling years later. A particularly harrowing account involves a foreign tourist who, upon glimpsing a Latin inscription scrawled along the prayer room's far wall, was suddenly overcome with violent dizziness and collapsed unconscious. This inscription, fragments of which partially survive in church records, is believed by experts to be an invocation, archaic, potent, and laced with the language of ancient rites. Astonishingly, when he regained consciousness, the man spoke fluently in a dialect long extinct, one linguists associate with a vanished Mesoamerican tongue intertwined with pre-Hispanic spiritual practices. His strange transformation distressed witnesses, planting a seed of dread that the prayer room did more than imprison dark forces, it could alter the very soul. The psychological toll on those slipping unofficially into the room is unmistakable. Many describe a creeping paralysis, a dizzying disorientation that seems to fragment the mind. Some speak of hearing faint prayers uttered in unknown tongues, a chorus of voices that alternately soothe and terrify. The air within the chamber allegedly carries a faint scent of myrrh mingled with decay, a paradoxical odor that unsettles visitors' senses. These accounts suggest the room is less a physical enclosure and more a liminal space where worlds intersect, human frailty meeting eternal enigma. For nearly 2 centuries, the clergy of Saltillo's cathedral have maintained a strict, near superstitious silence surrounding the prayer room. Even the most devout priests speak of an invisible boundary, a spiritual and psychological barrier, that forbids approach. Stories circulated quietly among the staff tell of priests who refused to conduct any service nearby, claiming an inexplicable heaviness that dulled their prayers and chilled their hearts. A modern-day priest admitted, "It's as if the room itself repels the holy, that a darkness within wages a silent war against light." This pervasive dread creates an atmosphere of reverence blended with fear, a haunting coexistence that colors daily worship. Church maintenance crews report mysterious phenomena when tending the area adjacent to the prayer room. Tools go missing, sudden gusts extinguish lamps, and faint, childlike giggles echo from behind the locked doors. The dust-covered floors within the room remain untouched by human activity, yet each morning reveals a single set of knee imprints, deep, precise, and unmistakably recent. This phantom presence seems engaged in ceaseless prayer or penance, a spectral supplicant locked in endless devotion. The identity of this unseen figure remains a maddening riddle, heightening the sense that the room is a crossroads between earthly faith and something profoundly otherworldly. Psychologically, the Church's avoidance reflects a deeper understanding of the fragile boundary between belief and madness. Seminary students immersed in theological study are warned never to venture near, lest they tempt fate or unravel their own faith through forbidden knowledge. This learned caution parallels folklore's age-old lesson: some doors, once closed, should never be opened. The prayer room thus persists as a sacred taboo, a place where spiritual certainty dissolves into unsettling suspicion and where the human yearning for the divine confronts the lurking terrors of the unknown. Every morning, cathedral caretakers discover a solitary kneeling imprint in the thick dust that blankets the prayer room's worn floor. This mark, perfectly shaped as if pressed by a worshipper's knees, is eerily consistent, too human to be dismissed as mere superstition, yet inexplicable given the room's sealed state. Forensic attempts to identify fingerprints or shoe treads have failed, deepening suspicion that a spectral entity endures, locked in prayer by unseen forces. The imprint is a silent testament to a presence that transcends physical constraints, provoking both unease and awe among those who dare speculate on its origin. Ethnographers and spiritual historians note that continual devotional imprints align with indigenous traditions of enduring penitence and sacred persistence. The uninterrupted mark suggests that the spiritual conflict rooted in the room reaches beyond time, connecting past possession events with present-day mysteries. Some believe the kneeling figure may be the trapped soul of a penitent from centuries past, bound eternally by ancient curses or redemptive compulsion. This enduring symbolism of prayer and suffering blurs the lines between victim and guardian, prisoner and priest, amplifying the room's haunting resonance as a place where time, and perhaps salvation, stand still. These lingering signs fuel ongoing debates among paranormal researchers about the energy imprints known as residual hauntings. Observers contend that the prayer room acts as a psychic echo chamber, preserving psychic impressions so strong they manifest physically. Others argue more chillingly that an intelligent entity inhabits the room, maintaining vigil, responding to unseen rituals, or waging unseen spiritual warfare. Regardless of interpretation, the daily appearance of the kneeling imprint solidifies the room's place not just in legend, but as an active locus of supernatural phenomena that silently command respect and caution. The prayer room stands as a chilling reminder of the fragile balance between human spirituality and the forces beyond comprehension. In contemporary Saltillo, tales of the room infiltrate local folklore, attracting paranormal enthusiasts yet simultaneously reinforcing deep communal respect for the sacred unknown. Its legacy influences collective psychology, embodying the primal fear of possession and the complex interplay between repression and revelation. The room represents a psychological scar etched into the city's soul, a persistent symbol of mystery unresolved and the eternal question of what lurks in the hidden corners of faith. Modern paranormal researchers reference the prayer room as a case study in haunted sacred spaces, drawing parallels with other historical places marked by possession or curse. Its documented history, from 1824 possession records to recent eyewitness encounters, provides rare, tangible continuity rarely seen in supernatural studies. Investigators cite the room when discussing the power of place and the resonance of unresolved spiritual trauma. The continual kneeling imprint raises profound questions. Can spiritual energy be bound to a physical space? Do prayers echo beyond the living? The room fuels ongoing debates that challenge empirical science with the stubborn weight of lived experience and witness testimony. Ultimately, the prayer room's story is more than paranormal curiosity. It is a meditation on human vulnerability, faith's limits, and the enduring enigma of the unseen. It invites us to confront the shadowed spaces within religious devotion and question the boundaries where belief encounters the inexplicable. As visitors leave the cathedral, their eyes often linger on the sealed door, imbued with reverence and unease. Who, or what, keeps praying? They wonder, carrying the weight of that mystery beyond Saltillo's ancient stones into the restless pulse of our modern world.